Hello viewers and welcome to another video. This is episode 19, I take it. Yeah, episode 19 of Spire Knight tutorial. And this time we are going to be dealing with another danger mission known as Ghost in the Machine. This is setup I have actually. Enemy sword would be enemy weapon would be great because the monster you're going to be meeting is undead and enemy monster. They're always they're always going to be them, and they're always going to be electric enemy. Well, with exception of Walker Puppet maybe. This mission is quite easy actually. With exception of a few battles to watch out for in the second death. And why you're going to be watching my walkthrough for this danger mission, I'm going to be explaining my shadow level version of Ghost in the Machine. Oh, by the way, as for beef up monster, there isn't much. In the second death there is no beef up. In death 14 there may be one beef up monster. Oh yeah, and watch out for the electric sword, the shocking sword guy. Just watch out for that. If you let that sword hit you, you get shocked. Simple as that. And there's one tier 3 monster. I think I did get a tier 3 monster in this one. You're gonna see the tier 3 monster in around 9 minutes mark. It's a tier 3 puppet. Yeah, this level it pretty much function like a discussion zone. So it makes sense we have a tier 3 monster. And just beware there is a lot of Fortnite. And there is warp, but normally every warps, but they're indestructible, they're golden warps, so you can't harm them. That's it. Pretty much just say. So we get on with my ideas. Now I start with my shadow level version of Ghost in the Machine. Personally, my idea is, and then once again like I said before in Heart of Ice and Legion or Amaya, some of my idea may be far-fetched or crazy, but as always I'm going to give it a shot. Yeah, some of my ideas may inspire you. Especially now, if you're going to get the funding, especially you're going to get much more needed funding ways for that game wise of the night. You might work on this idea because firstly, if you want to make it better, you might well just remove that forging thing. You know, it'd be great if like what I'm saying is if you could just let player just heat up the weapon without forging, that would be great. Like once the weapon bar hit the next level, it just hit the next level, and players still get the option of forge the weapon. And once they're forged, they gain heat. Now that would be a much better idea. They gain heat. That would just grind it greatly, and people get to enjoy the game, and it go quick. It would go quick. That would be a good idea. Alright, anyway, the shadow level fortune I have to talk about. And that will help you. Help you a lot. To help you more, here are my ideas for this shadow level fortune of Ghost in the Machine. Right, first of all, this one we're going to be dealing with electric and cost in general. Now the first step is actually, you might consider this decision we're at. I think you should put freed soul hidden around the gravestone, and while the player is doing this harder fortune at this, that there is the threat of a parkway, like in the gas plateau. Now, on the platform, you're going to be hitting with the shocking bomber and scarab. Also, yeah, the Scarab, you have a Dreadnought, or pretty much every Dreadnought, you're gonna face the new Gremlin Shocker. It's actually Gremlin Knight that equipped with a Shocker weapon, and what it does, if they hit you, you get shocked. There's also Fortnite, Shock Retrobot, Shock Scutterbot, Shotgun Puppet, and of course we have to have a Rocket Puppet. And some is beef up for the puppets. This is known for beef up puppets. And we're going to have the Shock Paw, Shock Howler, and Curse Howler. Within the many gravestone, you can be hitting shocking zombie bomber, shocking scarab, freeze or naughty. And normally you can make this level a little bit darker. That's it. Now, as for the number of tokens, and that will be up to you, Triple, or you need to calculate, that you might want to calculate how many sword it is, but make sure you don't play grind too much. Yeah, I like if you go nice and quick and nice and smoothly. Yeah, up to this point, as I was playing the game, it goes smoothly, but until we get to that, the game was going smoothly until we get to that annoying fire crystal thing. That annoying fire crystal. And that's when it got wrong. It didn't go smoothly. We got the annoying fire crystal forging thing. And the fire crystal should be used to heat up the weapon, not to level up the weapon. Just heat up the weapon. And if you could do that, it would heat up the weapon a lot quicker. Yeah, I shouldn't have to grind. For those who are not paying, they shouldn't have been grind as much. And you know the sad truth here, viewers. You know, to be honest, I got all the way to the, as this Gryff-User guy, where I show you all the video, I got all the way to Fanduga, but I can beat him alright. But the major problem is well, I don't mind the crowns or the cost of the shadow, but the major problem is the forging. Oh, and here, and they're the three puppets, like I say, but they're only one. So that's the only tier 3 monster you're gonna meet, and you don't always guarantee to see that monster. That's it. Right, I get on with my idea, and that's it. Generally, what I would recommend is there'll be a greater chance of Dreadnought, shocking Dreadnought. You might put in Shy Guard, but overall, if you put this idea together, in my opinion, it's not a pretty hard mission, but it is a mission is a mission. That's all I have to say about this, Dead. That's all. So, I'm gonna get on with the, the last battle. The last battle, when you normally had 3 phases, but now, last battle, it'd be great if you can add in a 4th phase. Yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry, back to this again. Generally, in this Shadow Level version, when we get ambushed, when you pick the Tronin, if you were to get an ambush, you might increase the number of monsters, you might make the ambush a lot worse. I'm just saying. And you require a greater number of Tronin. Because you want to make the map a little bit bigger. And of course, to make this more interesting for my idea is, you see that map on the top right corner. Remember at the progress, you can't see where the other is. You can't see what the map is. Well, I wonder, we can do the same thing here. You can make the map static like unknown passenger. That would be a great idea, so you don't know where the player is. That would be a great idea. Easy to get lost. Now I get on with my idea last battle. Basically, instead of 3 phase, you might add extra phase. And I'm going to explain the new monster. You might add another new one. The Gryff-User Mark II. A tougher version of Gryff-User. It tends to be a lot, much bigger. Much bigger, I have to say. That's all. It more likely to inflict costs. Kind of much tougher. What idea? Well, that's up to you. Oh look, there's another ambush. You see, that ambush is only a little bit light. If you do the Shadow of Virgin, you can make the ambush a lot more serious. That's what I mean. And that's it. And here we get on with the battle. The first phase is you might give me 2 Gryff-User Mark II straight from the bat. Shock Zombie Bomber, 3 Fortnite, 3 Fort Wet Try, 3 Shock Scuttlebot. You might add in another and the only difference is you might add in a Grimthorn, which cannot be moved, and a natural one which cannot be moved. And each phase you add in 1. The second phase is you put 3 Gryff-User Mark II, 3 Shock Zombie, 3 Fortnite, 3 Fort Wet Try, and 3 Shock Bomber. It's not as much difficult in the first phase. Simple as that. The third phase we get a spike in difficulty here with 8 Forged Gun Puppet, and you don't put them at the corner, so you put the Fortnite at the corner, so the knight can't get around that Fortnite. You don't give knight much space. That would be a nice spike. And 4 Gryff-User Mark II, 4 Gryff-User, 8 Howlers. You might add in the Howler with the Gun Puppet. The position around in the circle. You might put the Howler further in. That would be further out. Hey! You know what my great idea is? You might put the Gun Puppet at the outer layer, and on the toward the center, where you might put the Howler at the center, where the knight can't get behind it also. That would be a great idea. And this is the third phase. Oh yeah, this is only the second one. And the fourth phase, you get the phase Collector. And it's the one we'll be facing at rank 10 too. That's the Collector. And we spawn in Quicksilver. That would be the Shark Jelly. 6 Fortnite and 4 Gryff-User Mark II. That would be phase 2. That is all I have to say about it. I can't say no more about this. Yeah, I have to tell you, this is the daily mission where not only is quite easy, I don't have much ideas I can spread. So I probably elaborate more on it. Once we get the second death. Ouch! Right, you see this Gun Puppet? You see they're not at the corner. Well, if you want to do it for the Shadow version, my idea is you might put the Gun Puppet across the edge instead out from the edge. So I can't get behind like I normally do with this Gun Puppet. See? I can get around the corner there. So if you, for the Shadow idea, you might prevent that. You might elaborate on the harder the other ideas I have, like the half and nice or the Legion Amaya, but that's up to you. Oh, you should get in the turf face. No! Oh no, that is the turf face. Awesome. Yeah, that is turf face. Oh well. Now we can finally get on to the second debt, and I can tell my ideas. Now in the second debt, a parkway doesn't appear in this. A parkway doesn't appear in second debt. Only the first debt for this Shadow Lair version. And we should get the second debt, and there you are. I actually skipped the battle straight away. Actually, yeah, it's pretty much easy. In this one, you see there are 2 doors here. Well, for the Shadow Lair version, why not give them 4 doors so that 4 keys are fine? And this is the mid better. I might want to make this the 4 phase, and that would be tougher than normal. And what I say after that is, Wes, you can decide that for yourself. Yeah, the 4 keys, and you might, and I've got the warp. And as like before, the warp is invisible, so don't bother damage them. Now there are 4 rooms. I'm not going to even bother telling my idea for them because you see, yeah, to be honest, I have received enough of my ideas for the Half and Ice and Legion Amaya, so you can elaborate on those if you're going along with it. Now the room at the northwest, that would be northwest. And I typically, that's the first room I know I'm going to be doing. I always start with that first room. And you know, remember there's 1 shock spire. But instead of having 1, why not double to 2? So there's 2 shock spire. And you might give them 4 golden shock warps. More traps. Zombie bomber can spawn more easily. There will be 4 phases which are tougher than normal, and that's it, that would be the idea as per Shadow Lair goes. The southwest, you can decide on that. Now the room at the northeast, what I would think is I will also going to put this 4 phase, and that will be tougher than normal. And you might add an electric trap in addition to ghost warp and the number area where the shock zombie bomber spawn whenever the player get near. I also recommend to triple should put shotgun and Gryff-User Mark II as well. The room southeast, I don't know why, but actually the southeast, you might add in a regular big iron. You might battle a boss, but I'm afraid. But my biggest fear with that is it might be too time consuming, and if it's too time consuming, it will not work well. You might leave out the regular big iron, but please don't make it time consuming. It's unlikely that idea go through. Also, there are going to be 2 shock team. Oh, I know! Yeah, there's 1 regular big iron and 2 shock team battle droid and 2 shadow guard. Because this room is pretty much a battle droid room. Yeah, after all, the boss at the end is focused on a battle droid type. Makes sense. And I don't think it should be time consuming. But very interesting, but because it's time consuming, you might reward a nice room with some treasure chests, to be honest. That's it, that is all I have to say about this before the big boss finale. Before the finale. So the boss you're going to be meeting, and we won't wait until we get to the boss. how much? 20 minutes. So what are you waiting until I tell my idea? I might tell it right now. Boss is a beef of big iron. It's a beef of big iron. And I think this one should have a rotating shield like you see the one in Gryff-User sword. So therefore, in order to damage the boss, you got to smash that rotating shield. Yeah, the boss have 2 shields. Yeah, it can be it'd be a tough one actually. But the good news is there will be no gremlin meta, because to be honest, yeah, I did the Gryff-User sword. That is too annoying. That's so annoying, that Gryff-User sword. The meta. I can heat up that big boss team. Also for the beef up big iron, I think there should be one rotating shield along with the, you know, along with the shield they usually have in this mission. In the ghost machine, where the shield go down every so often, once attacked, certain amount of time. Over the depending on the phase which are doing. So I think now this boss should have 4 phases instead of 3 phases. In the first phase, this boss shoot 4 laser and can do 4 times, as opposed to 2 laser 3 times. And you might add in 1 respawnable part. That's it. And the first phase will be quite easy, but you might spike up the difficulty, spike up a little bit. Phase 2, you might let the boss shoot 6 times and can do 5. No, sorry. In the phase 2, the boss can shoot 6. My idea, this boss, version of boss, can shoot 6 lasers and do 5 times. I know a responsible part is added on, and I think you can respond much more quicker here. Phase 3 is you might have this boss shoot 8 lasers. Now you might meet the laser fire type or electric type. 8 open ideas. You can shoot 8 laser. I can do it 6 times. And while the boss is shooting laser, this boss can also shoot walker. Where you can fire. You can shoot walker toward you, or can shoot walker at the ceiling. And you might give them a pushing edge like that. And adding another responsive part, talking up the tree. And at phase 4 would be normally the big pressure phase. You have this boss shoot 10 laser. And you can shoot longer, and it can do this 7 times. Plus, it can shoot walkers faster, and you might give them about some biddy. Boss might inflict fire at them. Something, I don't know. Or you stick with the electric type. Up to you, Triple Orb. And during the second phase, while he's shooting laser, and while he's shooting laser, you can shoot walker too. Or while he does that also, shooting laser, the boss can also push the player back. You might give the boss ability to beef up the other player, like beef up, and during the fourth phase you might add in another respawnable part, talking up to 4. And with that, all that combination here, all the difficult spike, it's going to be a nice difficult boss. You mean from an easy boss to a hard boss. This boss it's all about. This boss is really going to test your skill and stamina. And this is and with my idea, this would be a perfect boss to do that. Now, I get on with my ideas for the treasure room. My ideas for the treasure room is a new Battle Sprite. It's not the reskinned Battle Sprite. Yeah, the new Battle Sprite that Triple Up have introduced so far have been reskinned. Like Gun Puppet Draco, like Halloween Masaryk, or that, I don't know what the exact name. Cause that Battle Sprite, that's all you're gonna get, the Battle Sprite. That it isn't reskinned. The Battle Sprite you're gonna get is the Reconstruct and Shock ability, you may say. Well, since you can't give me the idea here, I was thinking ability is... Now, what ability? Well, I wonder one ability could be... I want to know about the ability is... But I open ideas, so... Yeah, once again, I open ideas. I'm thinking of a Battle Sprite. Construct and Shock. Let me see. Well, first of all, the fire ability can inflict shock standard alignment. I'm trying to think what ability you can give them. The prime ability, the first ability is the shocker. I don't know. I don't think you put in like a shock ability and some sort of special. And once they get shocked, and you might get an ability is it can pierce through enemies. Now that would be a nice idea, and you can pierce through enemies. And the second ability would be the second ability. Kind of pretty much like a defensive ability. Let me see. The second ability is you might give them an extra health, and give the ability to when a player touches a player that gets shocked, one-time ability. Like any monster go near the player and touch it, that gets shocked. Enhance all the players. That would be quite a useful one. You might elaborate more on that. I think the third ability, personally, I think the third ability you might give them is lightning. So you have summon lightning bolt all over the area, and randomly strike enemies. It's always going to hit the enemies. That's pretty much my idea for the Battle Sprite, and that would be within the treasure room. That's all I have to say about that treasure room. The sanctuary, and the player will go to the sanctuary, get one of a kind. It's a material to get after defeating, after they're done the mutant factory, Iron Claw factory shadow layer. You know, after you defeat the Weird Warning Twins, you'd be a great fit. That's all. That is all my ideas I have to say. With 30 minutes, I think I explained my ideas enough. So, if you like this video, I hope you do. That's all my ideas. Please rate, subscribe, and comment on my video, and I see you next time. For those who want to continue on for the lesson bit, please do so. As you see, I had defeated boss as soon as I was done with the ideas. As you see, the ghost machine isn't hard. There is one more danger mission I need to go through, and that is Compound 42. And Compound 42 is also an easy mission. I'll be having plenty to talk about. And that's it. And I've done it, and I'll be heading for the treasure room. Oh, the loading screen again is so slow. You know, you see, I did it on my laptop. I should have done it on my desktop. You go a lot faster. That's why I skipped the loading here. And of course, we have the usual treasure room. We haven't got much good from treasure room lately, and that's why I haven't done much. I wish those fire crystals used for something else, like again the fire crystal could be used for heating up the weapons. Okay, when you're giving out ideas, Triple Orb. Okay, when you're giving out you don't design so the player grind more and it forces the player to pay more money. Oh wait, I got something good after all. I did got Spark of Life. Well, but Spark of Life is hard to come by. I got lucky there. Yeah, but don't force player to pay money like that Fortune 5 crystal. If player get so impatient and can't force any money, they have to pay real money to get energy. They pay real money and then they buy 5 crystal. No man, that's not how it works. What my idea is, 5 crystals should be used. No, it's clearly right there. Triple O is thinking too much about money. 5 crystals should only be used to heat up the weapon. That way, yeah, you don't give out ideas that slow down the player. That causes the player to grind more and that slow down the progress. No, Triple O, no, you can't do that. No, don't even think doing that. You're supposed to help the player, like aid them. Tiara done that. They did that in Tiara. Tiara done that. Now do that the same thing in Spy Knight. And that's it, viewers. I see you next time. Bye.